Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Are you safe at home? Did you remember the topics that we discussed in our last class? Okay. Did you read your textbook well? Okay. Shall I ask some questions? Okay. So the first question is, who is the head of the municipality? Yes, very good. Municipal chairman is the head of the municipality. The second question is, which are the three levels of local self-government in Kerala? Yes, you are right. Grama Panchayat, Block Panchayat and Jilla Panchayat. Okay, my dears, shall we start our today's section? Dear children, have you ever heard the word ward member? Okay, so let's see. The elected representative of a panchayat is called a ward member. And the elected representative of a corporation or municipality is called a councillor. Once more, dears, who is a ward member? The elected representative of a panchayat is called a ward member. Then what about councillor? Yes, the elected representative of a municipality or corporation is called a councillor. Dear children, did you know how the ward member and councillor are elected? Yes, the people elected these representatives through voting. Do you know who is your ward member or councillor? So, you have to write down the name of your ward member or councillor in your textbook. Dear children, have you heard about Grama Sabha? Okay, my dears, so now we have to discuss about Grama Sabha. Okay, did you know what is Grama Sabha? Grama Sabha is the gathering of the people in a locality to discuss and decide the developmental schemes of a ward. Did you know who is the head of this Grama Sabha? Yes, Panchayat President is the head of Grama Sabha. Do you know what is its importance? In the Grama Sabha, people of a locality assemble to discuss the developmental needs of a locality. Based on this discussion, they suggest new schemes to fulfill the needs of common people. So, it is said that each person should attend in the Grama Sabha compulsorily. Okay, my dears, did you understand about Grama Sabha? Okay, the next topic that we have to discuss is public institution. We all know that our school is a public institution, right? Do you know what are the facilities and services you get at school to learn and grow? Yes, our school provide proper education, textbook, scholarship, etc. Right? Okay. Can you say the names of other public institutions that serve us? Yes, police station, bank, library, ration shop, primary health center, etc. Right? Okay, my dears. So let's see the services of these public institutions. First one is police station. We know that police station helps to maintain law and order and provide security to life and property. Which is the next one? Bank, right? Bank provides a variety of services to assist individuals in managing their finances, including checking accounts, saving accounts, and insurance. Which is the next public institution that you know? Yes, library, right? Library helps for a development of a culture that provides wonder readers and learners for life. Which is the next one? Yes, ration shop, right? Ration shop are the public distribution shops which chiefly sell wheat, rice and sugar at a price lower than the market price. Okay, did you understand? The next public institution that we know is primary health center. The service of this primary health center is for giving awareness to public about the prevention of diseases and promotion of good health. Okay, my dears, so these all about the public institution. You have to write down the name of the public institution and its services in your textbook. So now we can say that each public institution serve to fulfill the common needs of a people. Okay, my dears, did you understand? Okay, so now we are moving on to the last topic in this chapter. Let us unite for a better future. So now we learned about local self-government bodies and public institutions, right? Besides these public institutions and local self-government bodies, there are other institutions and organizations that work for the welfare of the people. Dear children, did you know what are they? Yes, they are the library and reading room, various clubs and Kudumbashree units. The main function of this organization is to work for the welfare of the people. From the whole chapter, we can understood that our land has many things we can be proud of. And it is the unity of the people that leads to the progress of a locality. And this unity of the people is the strength of a land. Okay, my dears, it's a small activity for you. You have to write down the name of your Grama Panchayat or municipality or corporation, then block Panchayat and Jilla Panchayat. I hope all of you understood the whole chapter. Okay, my dears, we finished our 12th chapter, Know Your Land. Okay, my dears, it's time for winding up our today's class. Thank you.